Now this is a story all about how the EPA came and turned some laws around. I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how the EPA clean water and fresh air. In 1970, on a winter day, environmental moves made the EPA. President Nixon was fixing all cool, making environmental protection ground rules. The Clean Air Act was passed to do good, helping kids breathe in their neighborhood. It targeted SOx, NOx, and other pollutants in the air, preventing premature deaths and improving welfare. Next on the list was cleaning up waterways, packing up chemicals and keeping them away. The Clean Water Act set wastewater standards, minimizing harmful waterborne hazards.
Yo, this is bad. Are there rules for solid waste we can add?
Resource Conservation and Recovery Act looks exactly at that. Amendment of the Solid Waste Disposal Act, record expands on it, and that's a fact. Cradle to grave, a commonly used term for companies to look at their products long term. Well, the EPA history is long, and I'm telling you just a snippet in its own. The story is just the beginning, so let's ponder. What would the world be if the EPA were alive?
Without the EPA, we would be in trouble. We would look like Mars. We'd probably be headed to Mars.
There would be oil in the waters, and there would be national parks that would be destroyed, and there would be animals that are going extinct because they are getting killed by these disasters that are happening.
You know, sometimes people think that they're going to do the right thing, but sometimes you don't, even when you have the best intention. So I think it's good to have someone else to kind of step in. In the end, it actually is protecting our environment, and not only that, the people. And that's actually something else that I really liked about the EPA. They really focused on people and the environment. Like, you don't have to choose. You can be very focused on what you want to do and the ways that you care for the environment and the ways that you care for people without making them exclusive.
Where would we be without the EPA? Probably where we were 50 years ago, which was our rivers on fire, hazardous waste being dumped everywhere, making communities ill, where we would have air pollution that was much more than we have today. We would have our statues being dissolved because of acid rain. So for the EPA, thankful that it has come into place to protect public health, protect my health and health of family and friends, and something that you definitely want to see more engagement to protect us even more going into the future.
The EPA means to me protection of this beautiful country for the next generations.
So for me, the EPA is very personal because when I was an undergraduate, I actually was an intern at the Environmental Protection Agency. Just the culture of the environment, everyone was so welcoming, so helpful. It was one of the greatest experiences I had in terms of working with the company. So I appreciate the EPA.
The EPA to me means safety, it means healthy, it means protecting everything around us to ensure that we are healthy in this world. Not just us, but every living thing. I like to dive, and going underwater, you get a better sense, I think, as an environmental engineer, to the work that you do and how important it is to protect environments like the reef environment, which is different than, say, protecting my own health. So actually seeing how wastewater treatment can reduce, contaminants that potentially might kill a reef. And lots of that treatment and the targets that you try to get to for what your wastewater effluent might look like, thanks to the EPA for that.